streaming. Alright. It's doing the thing again. Come on. Alright. There we go. Alright, give it a few minutes for people to hop in chat. Yeah, so this is a little bonus stream for Hallowstream 2022. My normal streams are going to be Saturdays at 5 p.m. Of course, we'll have to modify that a bit for the end of the week since, you know, Halloween is on a Monday this year. But for the time being, pretty much all these other streams are just going to be on 5 p.m. every Saturday this month. And pardon any noise you hear in the background. The apartment I'm in is getting some touch-ups done, some maintenance, some sprucing up. And so there will be people just kind of making noise, climbing up ladders, doing various things. But hopefully it's not too intrusive. How's everybody doing today? I see we've got a few more people than have been here for my previous streams. Thank you all for showing up. Alright. Just a few more minutes and then we'll get started. Today we will be doing 2 different playthroughs. That's why I had this one be a bonus stream. It's probably going to be a bit longer than the others. We are going to do the Allies run without Zangetsu, and then we will do the solo Zangetsu run. Alright, 1 more minute. And just in case you haven't done so already, do make sure to drink some water. Hydration is very important. Alright, 5 o'clock, time to get going. Alright, so as you can see, we have already cleared the game in our first run. Now we are going to do a second run on Nightmare Mode. In order to save Zangetsu, who has fallen into darkness, his allies set out once more. And we'll be playing on Veteran again. Alright. At Journey's End, Zangetsu protected his allies, at the cost of succumbing to the darkness. In order to stop him, his allies venture forth once more. They may have to take their ally's life, but can they still save his soul? Isn't that what it said during the ending text crawl? I'm pretty sure it said that. I guess they really wanted to reiterate, hey, this is important. Alright, Moonlight Temptation, Stage 1. So yeah, this run initially seems very similar. You know, we're running through the same stages, but now we have, oops. Now we have alternate routes we can take. As you can see, we are starting over from scratch. We don't have any of our health, any of our attack, any of our defense from the last run. This is a new save file. Although, even though it's called Nightmare Mode, it's not, like, ridiculously challenging as a mode called Nightmare would probably be expected to be. But you know what? I don't remember it as much as I do the other playthroughs because, oof, well, that's probably a sign of things to come. I say it's not as bad as it sounds, and then I die in the first stage. Whew. Let's go. Alright. There we go. Alright. What do you get, old man? Soul body. Ugh. Alright. Oh. I can't even blame this on being rusty, because I played this much better last week. Alright, there we go. Alright. And you know what? Since last stream, I did some research as to who did, like, the music in this game and whatnot, and who is in charge of the project, and I have already forgotten, so oops. Right, let's try this again. So I don't think I ever explained the difference between veteran and casual mode. I believe in casual mode, you take 1 point less of damage, I want to say, except for enemies who, you know, only did 1 damage. They still only do 1 damage. And you don't receive knockback. So Miriam would have been spared if I were playing on casual, but I am playing on veteran. There we go. Ugh. No, thank you. Oh wait, what am I doing? That probably would have better been suited to Jeeble, but that's fine. That time I couldn't even save myself with Immortal Metamorphosis because I just didn't have the weapon points. Alright. That's fine. Old man tripped on a rat and died. Who could have foreseen this coming? Alright. Whew! That's another thing. Casual mode gives you infinite lives, which is very nice. However, since I might get a game over on the first stage, it doesn't really matter because we'll just immediately hop back into the game. But you know what? I'm gonna try to not game over on the first stage. Okay. And then drops down. I didn't grab the triple shot power up. There we go. Alright. Sure. There we go. Doing much better now. Well, let me not say much better. Let me just say I'm not dying. Alright. There we go. First life up of the run. Let's not die immediately after. Alright, sure. Alright. And then that should bring us down to here, where we can immediately heal back up and not feel quite nearly as silly. It seems like, okay, this is the same as the other run. Can I get something other than... I know it's probably called something else, but I'm just going to keep calling it Soul Body because I am a Mega Man fan. Ooh. I keep accidentally hitting left when I go to crouch. I hope that isn't a recurring issue. Alright. So, much like the first run, this area probably looks very familiar. I was about to try to slide as Alfred. That would not have gone well. And just to show, you don't need to slide. I just feel like being fancy. And that's what being fancy gets me. Boom! Alright. But now we can check through here, see what's over here. Alright. Let's see. This one's probably going to be the hammer. Hammer? That's not a hammer. What's that called? Axe. Hey. Alright. Let's see. I don't believe there are any different bosses in the Nightmare Mode run. Well, that's not true. There are different bosses. I'm just not going to spoil which ones they are. And now, along with looking up the names of, people who worked on the game, I also looked up names of the bosses in this game, and because I didn't write them down, I also forgot what those were. I am great at doing research. Alright. And fire it out. See, this goes much quicker because, unlike Zangetsu, Jeebel's weapon can arc upwards. Oops. Well, no big deal. Can still hit him. There we go. Alright. And the desperation attack, I don't believe has changed. So hey, look at that! 3 lives. I didn't die a single time on the first stage. I don't know what y'all are talking about. But obviously, since the only person we have left to save is Zangetsu, we just go to the next stage. We won't have to worry about, saving anybody or killing them, walking away, Stage 2, Frigid Hell. Alright. As you can probably tell from this and the previous run, I default to Jeebel, because he's just so useful. His Immortal Metamorphosis can get you out of a bind, although half the time I forget to do it and he dies anyway. And he provides a good middle point between range and offense, as well as not having terrible, HP and whatnot. Alright. Now, as you can see, we have another split path. Alright. Come on. There we go. Could I have done that a bit smoother? Sure. But hey, we're here, so... I'd say it's not too bad overall. One thing I will say that I don't think I pointed out in the original run is Miriam, as you saw, Miriam is the protagonist of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Fine, I'll use friggin' Soul Body. Are you happy, game? There we go. But Miriam is the protagonist of Ritual of the Night, which this game was originally a stretch goal for. I'm very glad that, that goal was reached. But then you go to play as Miriam in Ritual of the Night, and one thing is, that game, I still think it's very good. One thing that I'm upset by was the fact that I just died there. But the other thing that I'm upset by is that Miriam in Ritual of the Night doesn't really have, like, a good whip you would want to use. Like in this game, it's her default attack. But in Ritual of the Night, all the whips are kind of negligible, and it's kind of sad. Cool. Just gonna kill that dual hammer before we get too far. Alright, there we go. Alright, not gonna open up. Let's continue on and hope that we don't die to the giant bats. Oh, they go down relatively painlessly, so unless I am not paying attention, it shouldn't be too bad. Alright. Is there something up there? Ooh. A shortcut, I guess. If you don't want to deal with that bat down there in particular. Alright. I'm going to see if there is a power-up that we need Alfred or Miriam for. If so, I'll just die. It's fine. It doesn't look like it, but you know, whatever. We'll see. If this doesn't end up being a 100% run, oops. I'm sorry, and look at that. That, secret little path that I pointed out before. We have now converged. Ah. Alright. Screw you guys. I'm going over. Eesh. Alright. Oh, you know what? Let me double check that it's in the same area as before. Yep. Alright. Goodbye. Alright, but that should give us the checkpoint. Yeah, right down here. I would say the best whip in Ritual of the Night is probably Iga's Sword Whip. But then again, that's classified as more a sword. Because it's kind of like Ivy Valentine's weapon from the Soul Calibur series, where it is a sword that then has whip-like properties rather than a whip that has sword-like properties. So, either way, we are just about to reach the second fight. I do notice in Nightmare Mode, these stages tend to go by a lot quicker, and that's partially because we don't have to, you know, decide whether we want to spare or kill or just ignore all of the people who are... Oh, I'm gonna have to... There we go. And... one... Ooh! That's slightly different. I meant to press the jump button there. Yeah, screw you. But looking it up, it was this boss who was cut from Ritual of the Night. Ooh. Couldn't get a... Thank you. Couldn't get a second... Ooh. Oh no, Alfred! Save yourself, old man. There we go. And once again, because the boss... desperation attacks cannot kill you. Even if that attack did hit me, I would just be brought down to 1 HP, and I would not get the extra life. Alright. Now we're moving on to stage 3 with my favorite boss from this game, just in terms of aesthetics. The gold dude. Stage 3, the Brilliant Void. Can we get Frost Caliber? Apparently not. Oh, excuse me. Had some cup noodle. Miriam is the only one who can slide in this game, and for some reason I can't get that into my head. There we go. But now we can take this alternate path up here at the top. I was about to say, let me get that dude off screens, that way we don't have any unfortunate run-ins. Alright. And for those of you who might not know, the reason why I switched to Alfred and hit, or Miriam, and hit every single wall that I can, is because that is a common trope in Castlevania games, which this is very much a spiritual successor to, that there are... Oop. Despawned the dog. That there are hidden goodies in walls. I'm not getting Soul Body. I used it, it was fine, but I still ended up dying. Anyway, so, classic Vanias typically have hidden secrets in their walls that you... What's up there? I don't want to waste weapon points. Typically have little... Oof. Miriam might be better for this room. Primarily because of the range of her whip. Oop, Alright. Oh, nice. Alright. But there are hidden things inside of walls, whether it be ammo refills or extra health. And those are the Demon Barbers. I don't think the actual enemy Demon Barber shows up in the game, but Todd, you know, a Demon Barber, does show up in the game, and that in Ritual of the Night, I should specify. And that's how... There we go, Frost Caliber. Thank you. Todd shows up in the game, and that's how you can change your hairstyles. Ooh. Todd, teach me your secrets. Teach me to become spike-proof. Alright. Ooh. Alright. Let's just get rid of you real quick. Ooh. Come on. It's worth it. Alright. Is there a secret here? I don't know, but I lost G-Bull trying to see. That's less of a well, I guess Castlevania too. In older games in general, they typically have obtuse secrets like, hey, crouching in this specific corner for 10 seconds makes a 1-up spawn halfway across the map. You know what? Oh. Good to know. Okay. Alright. And here we go. Yeah, I'm good. Oh, are you kidding me? Even a full charge isn't enough to take the dude on. I'm considering whether or not it's worth it to just run up and hit him. Hey, there we go. Alright. Never doubted Alfred for a second. But here we go. This is the area that then merges back with the main path on our way to fight the boss. I'm probably going to die immediately. In fact, I might just take a death intentionally. No, this is the room that reconnects. But, you know, it's very similar. Alright. I might just intentionally take a death just to get our other allies back. In fact, I will be sure to do that, because I ain't losing out on health. I ain't losing out on the health upgrade. Now this is different from if I don't find the upgrade as I'm running through the stage. If the said upgrade is right there, but I just can't get it because the person who can, or people who can in this case, are dead, I'm going to intentionally take a life, because ultimately it's going to help a lot more than it will harm. Alright, we're all the way back here, wow. Alright, note to self, just do the whip strat. Because even though those are the demon barbers, as I've been talking about, they act just the same as like the that was very close. They act just the same as the Lionel dudes and Scissorman lookalikes from earlier in the game. I tried to slide under that. I don't know if I just didn't time that properly or if that just doesn't work. Either way, whew. I'm not going to chance it. The only person who can slide is Miriam, and even then I don't know if you can slide under those. Alright. Whew. Almost dead, but not quite. I will say, this game is very fun. Like I said, you can pick it up on Steam. I believe Curse of the Moon 1 came out on 3DS and Vita as well. But you can also get this game on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PS5, and Series X, obviously, because backwards compatibility and all that fun stuff. And technically we could have gotten that upgrade with Alfred, now that I'm looking at it with the Frost Caliber. But Oh well. We're here now with a much better troop to fight the boss with. We're going to play this much similarly, or pretty much the same, that we did last time. We're going to use Frost Caliber to, freeze him, and then we'll use the hammer to do massive damage. Alright. And then we'll probably have to do one more phase. There we go. Alright. And now, the desperation attack, once again, is the same. Very simple, just walk back and forth, and make sure to keep doing so as the screen fades to white. Otherwise, as you just saw, you will, in fact, not get it. I think I got clipped by, like, the very last one of the row, so that's nice. I think that's the first time that Stage 4, Blasphemy unto Heaven. I think that's the first time I've ever actually failed that desperation attack. But either way, it's one of the simpler desperation attacks in the game. Alright. And from here, the run should look very similar to how it did with Zangetsu. I don't think they changed up the later level designs like they did the first few stages because, well, obviously at this point you would have the entire crew. Yeah, come on. But either way, well, we'll run through these stages quickly. Because, like I said at the beginning, if you weren't here for it, this is going to be a bit of a longer stream. We will be doing not one but two playthroughs today. We will be doing the run that we're doing right now, which is the, like, allies only, I guess, run. But then we will go through and do a Zangetsu only run. Oh, neat. I didn't actually know that a little breakable bit was there. But that's what I was talking about. If, you know, you wanted an example of a breakable anything. I'll just take care of him right here. Alright. Now, we can do this as intended, but I like being cheeky. And yes, I will go for that same strat that I did with the... Ooh, I don't have Flame Shield, which would have been very nice. Oh, I got an extra life because of my score? Nice. Right. I forgot what I was saying, so... Oh, you would think that, because I went the route that I just took in my first playthrough, that I would show something else, but really, I just prefer going this way in general. When I did my first run of the game, when I did my first run of Nightmare Mode, I did go for every single route that I didn't take in my first normal run through. Then I found, oh, yeah, I went the way that I did in my first run for a reason. Except for, you know, the ones that you can't take your first time around in normal mode. For obvious reasons. So yeah. Some people might find the routes that I commonly skip to be easier. I guess we'll see when I do my Zangetsu only run. But I just go the way that I feel most comfortable with, because as you can tell from my Nightmare Stage 1 run, I tend to die a lot if I am unfamiliar with a location in this game, and hell, I almost died in this room, and there's no alternate path you can take to go around it. Alright, old man. There we go. We'll probably stick to Miriam. I will, you know, use Alfred for his very helpful Frost Caliber. But our damage dealer, because we don't have Zangetsu, will be Miriam. Excuse you. There we go. Alright. And then we come over here. There we go. Yep. You know, I probably should switch to somebody other than Miriam. When it's getting close to having to go, but whatever. Alright. And there we go. I guess the Twin Dragon, or whatever it was called in Ritual of the Night, doesn't really have a desperation attack, I just noticed. So it just pretty much automatically gives you an extra life once you beat the stage, which I will not complain about. That is very nice. Stage 5, Sunder the Night. Correct me if I am wrong, but I believe this is the main theme of Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, which is very nice. Although that being said, there is like an 8-bit nightmare stage in that game, and personally I think it would have been perfect if they used this song there, because, you know, might as well. That's not what I wanted to do. I rolled my thumb over to hit the magic button, but I hit the character switch button first. Alright. Now that we're not panicking, this is me perfectly calm. And me now realizing I could have just used Miriam for that. Whatever. I'll head in here again. It's not any different, it's just a bit of weapon energy and I guess this game's equivalent of a bone pillar, as well as a 1-up if you feel like practicing your immortal metamorphosis form. One thing that I like is they do include a bottomless pit in there. So if you do run out of... Oof. If you do run out of weapon points, and you've already defeated the enemy and gotten all of the lanterns, you aren't just soft-locked in there. They actually give you a way out. The way out is death, but, you know, it's better than having to start the entire stage over again. Alright. Was that necessary? No. I just wanted to make up for the fact that the other dude hit me when I got in here. Petty? Yes. Do I care? Not really. There we go. Is there... Nope. I'll let Miriam have the health. Oh. Once again, we don't have Alfred to cheese the portrait sub-boss. There we go. Miriam does just fine on her own, but, you know, it would have been nice to show that Frost Caliber does let you defeat that sub-boss in one hit. Which is very nice if you don't want to deal with it. Once again, unnecessary. I just wanted to. Not the shortcut destroying that mimic. Heck yeah. Alright, yeah. This time, Jeeble gets it. Yeah. Alright. This one... I tried to be cool, but I took way too long, so the enemy knew what I was going to do, and then counterattacked. I'd say I'm upset, but honestly, that's on me. And this time, we will just ignore them. But, oh, that's right. Because I don't have anybody who can break walls, I still can't get that secret. Essentially, there's just a breakable wall over there. Ooh, come on. There we go. There we go. Anyway. Alright. See, now that we're a bit further in, I feel a lot more comfortable intentionally taking deaths, because I can spare the lives. And also, fun fact, I don't know if I really mentioned it before, but Miriam, Zangetsu's, and I guess Alfred's as well, they all have weapons that can double hit. So, for instance, if I was lucky enough to get... Here we go. That's why I died. Totally. No, I just wanted to have all of my party members back. Ah. You know what? Fine. I don't care anymore. Especially since my strategy for beating this stage's boss very much relies on having the old man in our party. Which is going to make this stage in the Zangetsu only run very fun, because then I'll actually have to fight the boss. Alright, come on. There we go. But typically, the best time to see a double hit is while you are ascending in your jump, and then when you are curving back downward. That is typically the best time to see. I'm just gonna say screw it again. There are other scenarios. They're kind of specific, but you can get double hits in more than just this scenario that I just described. Alright. Whew. I still get nervous when I'm playing this stage. When I'm going up this section specifically. But I'm not going to use any of my weapon points on Immortal Metamorphosis, because we need all the weapon energy that we can for this last section with the old man fighting the boss for us. Alright. There we go. Totally necessary. Alright. Hopefully I can actually remember to dodge the desperation attack. Alright. And like I was trying to do in my normal mode playthrough that I didn't end up doing. Alright, so breaks the mast, comes over, does that, and then... Ah, heck yeah, I actually did it this time. What was I saying? I don't remember anymore. Either way, we are making it to the last two stages. Stage 6, Tragedy of Slaughter. Is there not any music? I don't remember if this stage on Nightmare is supposed to not have any music, but, okay. Go off. Alright. And like I said before, you can just slide through there. Well, this is uncomfortable. Hey. There we oh. I thought I took out specifically that axe, but apparently I did not. This has never happened to me before. I've never had a stage not have the music? Well, I'm glad it just kind of did nothing instead of crashing, like I know some other games have the tendency to do when they can't find the proper music file. But that's so strange. Gee, bull. Well, there we go. We have music now. It was a necessary sacrifice. Alright. I don't remember if we went up here last time. No, because that's an alternate path. Well, I guess we're kind of railroaded into the other path. Because unlike most other things... Oh, well, I guess we still can go down there using... Miriam! I knew I should have gotten closer. Oops! Alright. This time I'm serious. By that I mean I'm probably going to die in some other embarrassing way. Alright. Called it. Alright. But hey, now we can make this room trivial with the old man. Frost Caliber? I don't want friggin' Soul Body. Whew. That was very close. Okay. Let's just get Frost Caliber and call this room a wash. It's fine. I'm sure he needed it anyway. Let's get over here and... yeah. Excuse me? The one-up respawns? Okay. Let's go. I don't know if it would respawn if I just lost a single character, but the fact that it respawns once you lose all of your teammates and have to use a life, I'll take that, honestly. That is fine by me. You can destroy those? Oh, that's kind of hilarious. Alright. Yes. That's gonna recover so much health. Alright. Now we have the Liliths. Lilies? Liliths? Start with something with an L. Or starts with L. Oh, you can... Huh. I'm usually never fast enough to hit them out of their attack. That's good to know. There we go. Kind of fumbled the input there, but I'm glad that we we got to where we needed to be by the end of it. This is Speedy Quick Dude, right? I want to say it's that's the boss. Speedy Quick. By the way, the the super fast run that you get in Bloodstained, not actually obtained by defeating that dude. You actually get it by taking on an, I believe it's an optional enemy in one of the last areas of the game. But there it is. I knew it was here somewhere. Right. I may have the power upgrade, but they have health. But those were the Scissor Man. This is fine. Those were the Scissor Man dudes that I was talking about earlier in the run. Very similar to the Demon Barbers. I don't know if those were cut from Ritual of the Night. No, it's Bloodless. I always confuse Bloodless and... You've got to be kidding me. Well, it's a good thing that Jeeble wouldn't have been good during this boss. You know, Bloodless, who is entirely in the air. Hey, whatever. I think in her Nightmare Mode fight, she does the move from her Desperation attack, where you have to destroy, destroy the geyser, or destroy the section of the blood whirlwind that has the face in it. And why did I not hit... Why did I not hit the sacrifice the old man button? Right. Let's try to get... I'm good. Everybody should have a sacrifice the old man button, honestly. Oh, nice. There we go. Do I want to switch out Frost? Nah. I'll stick with Frost Caliber, if nothing else, just because it's nice to delay her cycles. Actually, I say that, but I'm pretty much just going to be using all of my weapon energy throwing the triple daggers. Oops. Oh, nice. Alfred serves no use to me as of right now. Ooh. Alright, come on. Yeah. Oh. Cool. Old man sacrifice time. Because, he sure as hell ain't good for, hitting the boss. Well, you know, I say that, and then immediately I finish Bloodless off as him. But yeah, had I not gotten hit by the Blood Cyclone at the end, that would have been how you were expected to get the 1-up during that section. Alright. Now we have Stage 7, Defiler of Taboos. Nice. I am good at video games. Alright. And hey, the stage music actually played properly this time. No sacrifice required. That was a really clean jump. And I immediately show it up by dropping myself in the pit. My thought process there, what... The other dude didn't spawn in this time. I have half a mind to go right back down that ladder and tell him to face me himself. Alright. All jokes aside, I'm not going to complain about this room being easier. Alright. And unlike in my normal mode run, I don't feel a strange sense of pride needing to take down that enemy. And therefore, will not waste my time in trying to do so. Alright. But then I can't get up there. Curses. And I can't even use this to... I can! Yo! Let's go! Alright. Nice damage boosts. We take those. Alright. Miriam might not have any health, but we'll chalk that under it's cool, so I don't care. Alright. Oh, gross, I'm going to have to actually do the platforming as it's intended to. As it's intended to be done. God, imagine playing a platforming game to actually do platforming. Alright. I'm not wasting the weapon energy. Oh no, I can't do the cool, Fine. That's how you're supposed to do it. If I wasn't careful, that jump could have, gotten Miriam killed. Well. Hey. Wow! Oh, that was very close. They both have the same amount of health. Oh, hey, I can show the Frost Caliber strat. Whee! Anyway. Bye, Iga. Bye, Iga. By the way, I love the fact that, the Iga's Backpack DLC that includes the sword whip that I was talking about, as well as the Iga boss fight. I'm so glad that he's just Dracula. Like, it's really fun. Like, Jeeble was nice. I wish that you would have been able to play as him. And so it is. I really wish you would have been able to play as Jeeble, but that's just because I enjoy, very much enjoy my Iga, my, that's how you do it. Okay. Well, that's that mystery solved. my Alucard-inspired characters in especially search action games, Metroidvanias, whatever you want to call them. I don't have Jeeble to cheese this section. And whenever I try to do this section as just Miriam, I always end up getting myself killed. So I'm going to do a lot of switching between Miriam and... just barely not. Alright. Next time when we're doing it with just the old man. If I don't die. I will remember to use Frost Caliber to cross the gap. Okay. There we go. Why is it, whenever I'm going through a stage, I always end up with just you, old man? This is less so about necessarily wanting to get that secret that Alfred can't jump up to, and more so, I would just feel a lot safer with the entire crew on standby. Alright, Frost Caliber. But now that Jeeble's back, I'm fine with using him. Yes. No. Okay. Here we go. And now that one up there is the one that I will give to Miriam. Even though, honestly, aside from the solo dagger, which he starts off with and is supposed to be the worst sub-weapon that she has, I just really don't like the sickle, I guess you... What would you... Scythe? The sub-weapon I have right now for Miriam, this one, it's fine. I just feel like there's not many uses I personally find for it. I would much rather have the massive 25 damage dealing, I almost called it a hammer again, axe, or the triple daggers, for that, higher range. Whew, that was also a very close call. It's fine. There we go. So yeah, I'd probably say my favorite sub-weapons for each character is Zangetsu. I really like the scroll? I forget what you call it. Nice. I have a bad habit, especially during this boss fight, of jumping when I just need to walk. Alright. Come on. Ah. There we go. Anyway. I didn't react fast enough. But really, that one's simple. All you need to do is jump up to that platform in the middle, all the other ones that you see normally during the fight get destroyed, and then you just need to walk off the side. Alright, here we are. The final stage. And this one is the Fallen Moon's Requiem. This place looks a bit different than it did the first time. I'm sure it's nothing. Let's continue onward. Oh. Well. Now we all have to face our own individual challenges. Alright. Nice. Alright. I didn't mean to press that button, but sure, go off. Alright. I will say, the visual design in this stage is gorgeous. The sprite art in general for this game is amazing. I know I've talked about the music at least. But the visuals in this game, everything... Like, this obviously could not run on a Nintendo Entertainment System. I'm not getting that weapon. But it very much, you know, invokes that same style. And there are a lot of people who do that, and then it's just like, oh, you know, this obviously couldn't run on an NES. You know, it's very unrealistic. I forgot which sub-weapon I had. You're joking, right? Ooh. Alright. Let's try that again. And obviously, because they're not just going to have you skip ahead in the game, that would be a bit too easy. This now acts a lot like it does when you're playing as solo Zangetsu. If your character dies, you lose a life. Whew. There we go. But hey, there's, I guess, technically an infinitely spawning one up. Alright, there we go. Alright, now, there is sort of, a gardens-themed area in Ritual of the Night, but I don't think... I'm gonna take it. I'm pretty sure none of the enemies that we're going to be fighting show up in it. None of, like, the bosses, I should specify. There we go. How are you supposed to get that one? It's gonna bother me all night. Until I forget about it 5 minutes later. Soul Body? Fine, I will use Soul Body. Look at that! I used Soul Body! Alright. Sorry, I got a bit nervous there. Alright, here we go. let us take on this fight. I suppose these are the demons who have nice who have taken over Zangetsu's soul. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm sure somebody who has done a Alfred only, actually I don't know if those appear in, Boss Rush. Ooh. Okay. So those act like the Lilies. The enemy that we saw earlier that I figured out that you could make them cancel out their attack. And I don't know how I managed to know that that's who we were fighting and then get hit by every single one of them. No, this dude shows up in Ritual tonight. Not as a boss, but as a... Reaction times are top-notch. But as a regular enemy, they very much act like the ball enemy, the five-legged goat monster things that bounced around in the previous stage. They very much act like that. But they actually use their little spinny blade. I'm not quite sure how this run's gonna go. I have not played this fight since I beat the game on Switch. That being said, let's go in here. I do like how the statues are like cleaved apart. And of course he's got his very Dracula-esque opening. Because he's got his big old goofy hand. Alright. Now that I remember how to fight boss. Nope, I pressed the wrong button. Alright, let's try that again. So, that's probably not the sub-weapon I want to use. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Let's go. So, I know just to hit the second lantern now. I kind of wish that we would have been able to see this possessed form of Zangetsu. Why did you switch sides? Ah, that just barely doesn't. Ooh. Okay. Not the weapon, or not the button I wanted to press, but okay. Okay, so he always goes over to that side. Sounds good. Dang it. Alright. Well, it's a good thing we have an infinite pool of lives. Okay, cool. They accounted for... they accounted for people forgetting It's the purple lanterns that have the sub-weapons, not the yellow ones. Which that is very neat color coding that they didn't do in the actual Castlevania series. Oops. Alright. Come on, you. Every time! Alright. Oh! We are learning the boss fight live, and I'm learning I have to actually pay attention to my allies. Alright. Then... Oh, okay. So if I don't see Alfred get up, then I know that I have to move to the right side. Yes. No? Okay, so it's different every time, I'm guessing. Either way, 25 instead of 30, we'll see how this goes. I've always been confused. I have always jokingly called it a record that he throws down at the beginning of the fight. But I'm actually, like, legitimately curious. What does he throw down at the beginning of the fight? Okay, there we go. Now we have Alfred. It's not consistent which side he goes down. Ooh. Okay. And then this one, he doesn't... I chose the wrong side. Alright. And then once again, dang it! How'd you move? Okay. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure I don't die. Alright, well, we'll see me struggle, and then I'll go, okay, time to do another full run. Alright, nope. Because, yes, just in case you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, this is going to be run 1 of 2. We are currently finishing up our All Allies playthrough. And then we will be doing our solo Zangetsu playthrough. And, while we don't have anything as cool as demonic Zangetsu here for our solo playthrough, we'll get a... Dang it! We'll get something almost as cool. Hey, okay. Got it. Nope. Old man didn't get up. Ah, okay. So those are just big enough. Why would you run all the way over there, old man? I guess I should have known that he would have done the alternate side of... That move is just always going to hit me, and I don't know why. So I just need to have enough health to not get hit by that single attack. Need to be very careful not to accidentally walk into the boss room before I'm done grabbing stuff. Alright. I think I cut myself off while I was saying it before, but I do like how those 4 statues are, like, cleaved. To show you, hey, Zangetsu's here. He ain't normal, though. Ah. Yeah. This is indeed a run. Ooh! Yeah, I'm gonna try crouching as soon as I see that he's going up there, because it's just like the very end of that blue trail. The blue electricity gets me every time. Oh, and you can even see a little scratch on the wall where Zangetsu finished destroying the 4 statues. I'm not even entirely sure what the 4 statues thing is about. Ooh. Alright. And he goes up. Look at that! I got hit by it anyway. I am so mad. Oh. Alright. Alfred's here. I do really like how you sort of like essentially team up with your allies to take him on. Okay. This run's actually like pretty decent. I'm not trying to... I thought I pressed jump. Apparently, I pressed attack. I was about to say, I'm not trying to jinx anything, but... Of course, as soon as you say, hey, this run's actually going pretty decent, is when it all falls apart. Alright. But there we go. I'm getting more used to it. More used to this dude's friggin' attacks. Hey. Alright. Okay. Cool. Hey, there we go. That's what you like to see. Ooh, okay. Huh, immediately again. But due to the nature of not having many allies in this game, you jerk. But due to the nature of not having many allies in this game, there aren't too many attacks that he can really use against you. And now you're just protecting Alfred. As his soul body actually comes in useful. Fallen Moon's Requiem. You're just trying to make sure that he doesn't die. By the way, that giant, like, soul scythe or whatever is so cool. Anyway, thus the new era of darkness came to an end. However, their failure to save their ally's life weighed heavily upon their hearts. In the end, they had only enough power to save his soul. May this land and his soul know true peace. But this isn't the true ending because the castle hasn't crumbled. Every classic Vania needs their castle to crumble. Alright, and here we have the credits again. So yeah, that is playthrough 1 of 2. Took about an hour and a half. I expect the next playthrough to take about the same amount of time. Which is why I had this be a weekday stream, a bonus stream to Hallowstream. Because while I don't have an imposed time limit, something that I know is going to take longer than typically the hour to hour and a half that I usually stream, I'm fine with going to 2 to 3. 4 is kind of pushing it because, you know, then I get hungry. And I don't want to, like, have a break in the stream because then it'll be like, okay, I have to take 5 minutes to eat all this. Why does it taste like burning? Ow. And I don't, you know, want to sit here and just be like, oh yeah, let me try to eat and play and read chat all at once. Chats, you know, for these last few streams haven't been too bad. But, you know, ultimately I don't want to divide my attention up so much to the point where I don't feel like I'm providing adequate enough commentary or gameplay, something like that. So like water I'll do, and I will remind y'all currently watching to stay hydrated. Zangetsu's soul remained behind, where it was driven into the afterlife. Whoa, what's this place? It's so cool. So this, spoiler alert, is a reference to Mega Man 2's intro. This is not the actual true ending. As foreseen by the end. Anyway, so now we will be going back to do a normal mode run. There was once a man who had been given the moon's curse by demons. That man's name was Zangetsu. He didn't like anybody, so he would kill anyone he sees. Alright. Stage 1. Moonlight Temptation. Alright. Now, I guess you would call this a genocide route playthrough? Because instead of saving Zangetsu's allies, as I said before, we will instead kill them to take their soul and power up Zangetsu. But until we get to the point where we can fight the first boss, it's going to look very much like the first normal mode playthrough. Down to me even hitting the same bricks, because I don't remember which ones in the first stage are breakable. But going back to my favorite sub-weapons, Zangetsu, I have a hard time choosing between the sub-weapon we have now, which is the Sacred Sutra, or the one that we start off with, the Ball and Chain. You know, they're both very useful for different scenarios. Pretty much the only sub-weapon of Zangetsu's that I don't use, once again, is I think it's like Demonic Rage or something. Once again, I looked it up and I forgot. But even though it provides a +1 to everybody's base attack, and once Zangetsu uses it, it's active for, I want to say, 5 seconds and can be used by anybody in the party. I just don't find that much of a use to it when I'm generally playing, because unless it's the fire shield where I'm actively thinking about defense, I don't find a use for it most of the time. And normally I would take the Sacred Sutra that they give you back in that other purple lantern, but Zangetsu's special. As in, he has one of the fastest attack speeds, if not the fastest attack of all 4 characters. Nice. Out of just base attack, and I somehow died on the first stage again. Alright, oh yeah, fun little thing. You can knock down the chandeliers. It doesn't really do much for you, but you can do it. But as I was saying, it's not very hard to be faster than, say, what's his name, Alfred, in terms of attack speed. And Miriam's, you know, it's slower because she has a much longer range weapon. This is going swimmingly. She has a much longer range weapon, so it makes, you know, sense that it takes her a longer time to get her entire attack out, but once again, that much larger range is very useful. It also has a much better chance to double hit because of how long it takes, while still being not entirely worthless, like, good old Alfred's. He is very much not a physical attacker. So, you know, me constantly dunking on Alfred doesn't mean that I hate the character or playing as the character. It's just, he has specific scenarios where he excels, and typically that's roasting a boss. Right. You can only throw one sub-weapon at a time. That's a classic Vania trope I'm very glad that they kept for this game. Hey. But I digress. Now we are coming up on the boss. And once again, it's pretty much just going to be a normal, an average normal mode run through up until we beat this dude. Oops. Oh, are you kidding me? You can't hit him from there? Anyway. I'm not necessarily interested in... There we go. That was a double hit, if you didn't see there. But I'm not interested in doing perfect runs of all these bosses, or necessarily doing a speed run of this game in particular, or looking flashy on purpose. I'm just playing this game to hang out and have a good time with y'all. Alright. There we go. Look at that. An innocent soul was trapped inside the infernal machine. And hey, won't have to sit here and do a whole bunch of voice acting because we're not going to talk to her. new soul art has stirred within you. Now, of course, there's a bit of narration, but whatever. A crescent moon, the attack button while in midair. Yes. Zangetsu's midair attack not only has a much larger hitbox, which is good for enemies who are above you. Stage 2, Frigid Hell. Though I vowed to trust no one, and fought my way here by myself, I seem to have reached my limits. No one would... Let us fight together. It would never beat a trusty companion. I heard there was a man cursed adrift against the flow of time. So essentially the game is trying to make you feel bad. Just like, hey dude, that wasn't cool. But, like I said, hitbox, much larger. You can now hit those things above you with the crescent slash. It is much easier to get double hits with this. It is, as you can see, very helpful. And like most classic Vanias, you cannot jump off of ladders, which is what you saw me just try to do. Alright. Hey look, it's that sub-weapon that I said I never use. But here we go. Now that we have no ally to switch to, we can't take that route. So, now that we are being forced down here, we will see a bit of different level design. It's so satisfying using the crescent slash in this game. Speaking of playing as Zangetsu, because Zangetsu will be the only character that we play as, Zangetsu in Ritual of the Night. So, I'm glad we get to play as him. Don't mistake me doing a big sigh as not liking Zangetsu in Ritual of the Night. I was kind of hoping he would play similarly to how he does in this game, but he has his own unique moveset, which, you know, Art Play 505 games, they work together on the Bloodstained series, but they don't have to sit there in the same office like, oh, is this exactly the same between all these different games? Ah, oh, no, you gotta change this, or oh, we'll change this, that way, you know, it's parody, because obviously, you know, this is a 2D sprite game, and Ritual of the Night is a 3D polygonal game. So already, you know, it's a bit more difficult just trying to figure out how to make the characters feel similar. In terms of moveset, give me something better. Heck yeah. My brain just went to like 2 different points, couldn't figure out which one of them to say, and so I just said nothing. But I swear I'll finish my like favorite and least favorite sub-weapons talk from before. Oh no. That just looks like a secret. But... Zangetsu in Ritual of the Night. He's fine. I feel like, once again, I've only played the Switch version, so he could run like a friggin' dream on PC and Xbox and PlayStation and all that, and I just wouldn't know. But I feel like his moves were a bit difficult to pull off, due to kind of poor programming. Like, I feel like his friggin', what do you call it? His grapple hook move, in particular, would always be going off when I didn't want it to, and that would get me in particularly sticky situations when I was fighting a large group of enemies. It's nothing game-breaking, but like, whenever I was trying to use it, I felt like I couldn't get it to actually properly work. And then when I was just trying to sort of lay low and play more defensively, I felt like it would constantly go off. And it was very frustrating, and that kind of soured my mood, or soured my experience of Zangetsu mode in Ritual of the Night. This is, not going well. Let me focus a bit more on fighting the boss. But ultimately, Zangetsu, he's a really cool character, one of my favorites. I know it's a relatively intimate cast, the Bloodstained crew. Not Curse of the Moon, though. Not Curse of the Moon 2. That one has a whole lot of characters, and I enjoy them as well. I pressed down, but didn't hold it. Oops. I don't want to die to the boss. That would not be fun or nice. Or I should say, I don't want to get a game over to the boss, because that would just kind of suck, and we would have to go through the entire stage again. Alright. But Zangetsu, I'm glad he was added as a playable character. Slashing dudes up with the Zangetsu toe is always fun. But I don't know, I felt like his control could use some fine-tuning. Like, maybe if it was, instead of down and then diagonal, whatever direction you want to go, it could have just been that diagonal direction, and then I didn't want to pick up that sub-weapon. Oops. See, like, I'm focusing on remembering both topics, and so I just kind of subconsciously play, and so adding something like food into the mix would not go very well. Well, alright, but yeah, Zangetsu, I feel like his control could have been changed up a little bit, just that way it works better, and, you know, part of that could be, once again, user error, and part of that could just be the Nintendo Switch port isn't the best port. So there could be legitimately some issues brought about by that. There we go. Oh, you're kidding. Alright. But Zangetsu overall, really cool character. I'm glad that you can play as him in Ritual of the Night. I do just have, like, a few gripes with that friggin' grappling hook move. Alright. Alright, there we go. And then going back to my favorite and least favorite Bloodstained sub-weapons for each character. I already talked about Zangetsu. It's a tie between the Sacred Sutra and the Ball and Chain, otherwise known as his Whip and his Holy Water sub-weapons. Alright, and here we have Alfred. We can bring Alfred along, right? Nah. We can bring his soul along, though. A new soul art has stirred within you. And he just gives you Blood Moon, which is a double jump. Very useful. Alfred, it's probably going to have to be Stage 3, the Brilliant Void. It's probably going to have to be the one that everybody says, the Electric Spark boss killer, essentially. But Blood Moon is nice because we can now influence Zangetsu's trajectory in midair. So if I overshoot or undershoot, overshoot or undershoot, I can then press a different direction and head back, or just cancel my momentum altogether. And as well as you saw, I can slash once. Oh, and I can also save myself from falling down pits. Aw, that's cute. You expect somebody to have friends to go down there. Or you expect somebody who has friends to go down there. But as you saw before, you can use the Blood Moon, or you can use the Crescent Slash, Blood Moon, Crescent Slash to get 2 attacks in midair, and it is very nice when you get a target who is able to get hit twice. Particularly bosses, but I also am not great at timing that, so we'll see if I get it. But as you saw while we were playing that stage, nice. Can't save you from pits if you get hit. That is something that the Blood Moon cannot help you with. And as you can see, instead of allies on the HUD, we get whatever abilities Zangetsu has. I'm sure you could do like a weird hybrid playthrough where you save some allies and then kill others, but then that just feels like playing favorites, and that's no fun, right? You know, that's being mean. We can joke about Alfred all he wants, but when it comes to being sacrificed, he isn't going to get, you know, he isn't going to get his own spot on the team. I very much could game over here, and that would be my own fault. but I don't think that grants you a different ending, overall. On top of being just very, very strange, because then you're playing as a half-powered Zangetsu, and then just have a dude you can switch out with. You know what? Screw you. I don't want to fight you anymore. Ah. So close. Fine. I'll use the friggin' soul power-up, or demonic rage or whatever, to defeat that dude. Alright, there we go. I tried to crouch. I immediately forgot what I was standing over. But yeah, my least favorite, if you couldn't tell by the fact that I've been yelling about it the entire stream while I've been playing as Alfred, I don't like the soul body power-up. I don't find it to be very useful outside of very specific situations. And that just shows you how much the crescent moon slash crescent moon blood moon combo is. Aw. Can't walk over top of the stage? Alright. Alright. You know how much I was praising the Blood Moon as a defensive maneuver? Well, there we go. That's our first game over of the run. Aw, style change? No. The Brilliant Void. What style change is essentially, hey, do you want to play on casual instead? Which I believe you can change via Curse of the Moon, but that might just be if you want to go back and not kill your friends. I don't remember because I don't think in my entire time playing this game, even on Switch, I ever used it. Actually, now I'm curious. No, okay, it's just barely too high to reach. Yeah, okay. Well, that was fun. Alright. Ah. I don't have friends. Stop making fun of me, dead wanderer. Or dead adventurer, I guess. I was hoping I could get a double hit on them. Because if you do manage to get a double hit on them, then you instantly kill them. And they don't produce as big of an explosion, I believe, if they produce one at all. Alright. You know what? Don't tell me what to do. Dead dude, you died. So there. Well, maybe I shouldn't be lecturing, you know, like saying, oh, you died. Don't lecture me. When I, too, immediately died. There we go. Let me kill you. There we go. Was it worth it? Eh. That's all a matter of opinion. Am I going to get another game over on this stage? I really hope not. Alright. This time, I'm actually going to use my sub-weapons. Those things that I have and never use. I never use them outside of boss fights because I have that very much, oh, what if I need this to fight the boss, even though they very much come in handy for traversing the stage as well. Dang it. I swear you can get through that room without getting hit. I mean, obviously you can get through it without getting hit, but I mean, like, going that route that I'm doing. Come on, ah! I don't care. I just want to get past that friggin' section. I wonder if there's a secret, like, past any of those. There we go. Like, in the hidden area of, normal mode, or in the final area of normal mode, there is a hidden... Well... That's great. It's a good thing I have Crescent Slash. Crescent Moon. All of his attacks are moon-themed. I don't... I'm pretty sure it's Crescent Moon, but whatever. Doesn't matter. What matters is that I need to use it! I should have just canceled my momentum. Alright. Now here's the brilliant Ford. Here is the problem with only having one character. Is you only get one chance per life, and I still can't time that properly. Oh, well. If they just don't spawn above me, that's totally fine. Yeah. It's not working, but I was kind of hoping that you could, like, trick the game into getting you up on that platform. I'm just gonna stop trying to do fancy flippy tricks. And just hit him when I know I can. Boom. Flippy tricks commence. Alright. Whew. We will get through this. Oh gods, we're back. We're back here. They don't give us a checkpoint after the door. You know, we absorbed Miriam's soul. What we did not absorb was her ability to slide. But yes, we are very much going to beat this run tonight. So that way, the next stream can just be focused on the fourth and final playthrough. Listen, no matter how much demonic rage I have, I cannot stop that dude. Alright. And now we're back to that section that I keep dying in. Let's go! The fact that I only have 2 lives instead of 3 and I'm almost dead bodes very well. Yeah! Alright. Let's go. Alright. Let me just... Huh. You're joking. I was sitting there spamming the sub-weapon button because I was just like, I don't know how much time I have left on this. And I was just like, well, I can't, so let's just continue on. And then it immediately runs out and I die. Ah, so close. I gotta do the crescent slash. Those dudes don't back down. Alright. Will I learn my lesson this time? We'll see! There we go. No! You gotta be kidding me. Alright. Got the strats. Thank you for anybody still tuning in. I know it must be very frustrating to see me fail at the same stage over and over again. But I promise you we will get through it. Alright. Let me tell you that that attack power-up will come very much in handy. So that way I don't have to rely on getting somewhat finicky double hits on the smaller enemies that I keep getting hit by. Ah. Alright, well. Defense. Oh, well. Okay, I guess they're just making up for the lack of the dudes riding on the ceiling that I had coming up here. Alright. Let's wait this out. Alright. Alright. I was about to say, I missed the lantern, but I got a cool kill on the enemy. Alright. Now this room. There we go. That's what I was trying to do before. Just barely not enough. Oh, I guess I would want to go down this path anyway? Oh, I don't have sub-weapon ammo. When did that happen? Maybe I should just stop going for the vengeance kills. But like I was talking about before, I wonder if there's like a hidden secret in this room. I know there's not a checkpoint anywhere near here, and I don't want to do that room ever again. So I'm not going to test it for myself. But I'm sure there's somebody who has played this game enough to know. I just switched out a sub-weapon for a worse one. No! Well, guess who has to play that section again? Oh no, they actually do give me a checkpoint. You know how I was just like talking about, oh no, I switched the sub-weapon out for one that I didn't want. I just did the exact same thing again because I forgot that you don't maintain your sub-weapons on death. I tried timing that. My reaction time was a bit too slow. I'm gonna game over again. And I'm not gonna be happy about it. Alright. You know, when you get frustrated and you're rushing to get to the point where you got the Brilliant Void, rushing to get to the point that you got to last time, you tend to make mistakes in your haste. Alright. But anyway, once we get to the boss, I'm going to have a much better time, because like I said, I really enjoyed the boss of this area, just not the stage itself. Luckily, the game should get, well, not necessarily easier, but the game should get a bit less annoying, especially if I end up dying a lot and have to get back to where I was with Zangetsu's last ability, which I will not spoil in case you haven't played this game, you don't. Well, or you have played this game, but you haven't done this routes. I just use them interchangeably. Alright. No! Once again, in haste to get to the areas where, you know I've done this area before. I can do it! I can do it! I tend to make mistakes. Like jumping at the complete wrong time. I'm going to risk it. And that's... I don't even have an excuse for that one. Alright. All I'm saying is, if you're still with me, I hope you can understand why I use all of the secrets afforded, or the alternate routes afforded to you by your allies. Alright. There we go. Whew. Okay. Just because I can. And because I've gotten multiple game overs and need to build up my score again. Alright, come on. Not making the same mistake I did over and over. It didn't need to happen, where I accidentally grabbed the sub-weapon that I didn't want. Okay. There we go. Alright, here we go. Ooh. Make sure, for those of you who are with me in the stream right now, or are just watching this via my YouTube playlist known as Stream Archives, in case you miss any streams and want to watch all of them, or any ones that you missed, do make sure that you are getting up and stretching, making sure that you're taking care of your body. That is very important. There we go. Alright. Yeah. I can't use Frost Caliber and Axe strats, so we will take this on as Zangetsu, because that is our only option. So, it'll be a bit different. Oops. I didn't know that his hand could hurt you, because I never get hit by his hand. Or I never, I guess, walk into his hand. There we go. And this one is where he, or it, once again, don't need to gender a pile of coins. Oops, come on. Oh, yeah. But this one getting the desperation attack, or not getting hit by the desperation attack, is a lot more critical than my previous runs. Dang it! I got hit by it again. Oops. I guess we'll just game over in the next stage anyway. Alright. But before we can do that... Oh no, we got the 1-up anyway. Or our lives were reset. Never mind. Jeeble, your soul is mine. A new soul art has stirred within you. New moon. double tap a direction, or press B. We now have a dash. You, as the game said, you can just press blasphemy unto heaven. You can just press the attack button while on the ground. This doesn't really give you great starting speed. So double tapping a direction is typically the way that you would want to do that. But it's nice that they give you 2 ways to use it. Can't go down that way. So we're going up. But now I believe this is known as Ultimate Zangetsu. He is very, very fun to play as. Nope, come on. No, okay. I was thinking you could cheese it by jumping up, but because you can't jump up off of stairs in this game, you cannot take that alternate path. How sad. Or you cannot take that alternate path as Zangetsu, I should specify. Can take that as a cool little speedrun trick. I don't know how many solo Zangetsu speedruns there are, but I'm sure you could pull off some movement as Ultimate Zangetsu. No, okay. But I can get it like like this. I feel like that wasn't worth it, honestly. Oh! One thing I never really noticed before is I hate those sprite, or like those little ghost sprite enemies, not like game sprite. But one, I hate those enemies. And 2, one thing I never noticed is because you now have a little dash with your Zangetsu Toe Strike, you move forward 1 pixel every time you just attack on the ground. I will have to pay attention to that whenever I'm not using Crescent Moon to attack enemies. Ah, dang it. But hey, I was still able to make it. I have made a grave error. I don't have Alfred's flame shield. So, nice. I guess what I will do... Ooh, that's nice. If you press the jump and attack, or if you press both the jump and attack buttons right as you're about to do a jumping slash, it gives you the properties of the ground slash, but then, obviously does the Crescent Moon, which is a much better hitbox. And then if you do Blood Moon, or double jump, you get the properties of the dash. That's something very cool. And that's why I'm so glad that we now have, what is it, New Moon or whatever? The dash move. It's so nice. Especially in areas like that. I have to go this way now. I didn't even notice what my health was. Please tell me that I passed a checkpoint. Yes, I did. Okay. It took me a second to realize where I was. Do I want to risk it? I don't know. I'm not going to risk it. If we get to, like, no lives left, which I seriously hope we at least get to the next checkpoint, if not the next stage, by then. But if for some reason we don't, I will go check that out. Ah. Alright. Let us continue onward. Oh, he can jump in between platforms. I forgot they could do that because that's like the only room where they actually have, where the level design accommodates that. I'm sure it's not the only room in the game, it's just the only room where I remember they can do that. Hell out of here. Oh. And there's that you move forward 1 pixel thing. Please tell me that was a checkpoint. It is. Okay. They want me to use demonic rage or whatever. Imagine their shock when I don't. Okay, but when he's standing on a ladder, then he doesn't have the move forward 1 pixel. I almost said 1 sprite. Could you imagine if after an entire, or he moved an entire length of his sprite with that single attack? That would be very dangerous. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get that, am I? Yeah, dang it. Because we don't have Alfred to freeze him. We don't have Miriam. You can get it. Okay. That's... Anyway. That's interesting. I wonder if there's a way to get that, weapon, points increase that I had to skip. Or that I thought I had to skip. I thought I double jumped. Anyway. There are various other side modes, like I believe there's a boss rush mode. And like time attack, maybe. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head. But there are modes like that in this game. I'm not going to play through those, because, surprise, we're fighting all the bosses. Cool. That was what we call very close. Whew. There we go. So I wonder if it doesn't matter if you have less than 3 lives. When you beat a stage, it bumps you back up to those 3. And as you saw in the game, yeah, okay. As you saw, 0 lives counts as a life, so technically you always have 4 lives. Or they always start you off with 4 lives. Stage 5. Sunder the Night. Right, can't jump off of ladders in this game. Ladders? Stairs. Have I been calling them ladders this entire stream? I mean, whatever, you get the point. The things that help you ascend. Oh nice, I got an extra life. Whew. What else I got was very lucky. Nope. Nope. Don't trust you. Alright, that works. No chance. Oops. But one thing I like about this game is it gives you a lot of different paths. I always tend to take what I think are the most optimal routes. I'm sure, like, for speedrunning, there are quicker routes, quicker routes, whatever you want to call them. But when I'm not forced to play as Solo Zangetsu, I tend to take the same routes every time. Just mainly because, one, I know them. So I know when to expect a whole bunch of enemies. And can ration out sub-weapons and character health efficiently. Alright. Come on. Come down. Come down. Hey, whatever. I was saying something. Oh, but I tend to route out the sort of safest, well, not even necessarily safest, but routes I know the best. Just so that way I can avoid things like this, where I go on a completely different path and then you see me fail a whole bunch and I die. And it's not fun for anybody except for maybe people who like to see me suffer. I knew that was going to happen as soon as I tripped up on the desk, but that's what the painting sub-boss looks like when it catches you. Once again, it's a sentient painting, no need to gender it. But that's what the living painting looks like when it catches you, obviously. Each character has their own unique render. Ah, I see. So they put that little little sprite there to make you go, oh yeah, you can do that. It's fun and easy and cool and a nice thing to do. Anyway, I'm gonna give this a shot because it's my last life and I'm probably going to die in there anyway. Yeah. Maybe if I left it a bit further down, but whatever. Sunder the night. I stay the distance away that I know is good, but then the one pixel shift forward puts me just close enough that when it starts moving, I get hit by the hitbox. Nope. Screw this. Screw those guys. I'm pretty sure those were the first enemies you fight in Ritual of the Night, because this is the area that you start out in that game. It's either that or those, I forget what the sort of living turrets are called. But it's either that or those enemies are the very first ones that you fight in Ritual of the Night, and they are not this annoying in that game. Like, I played I played Curse of the Moon first, because I was just like, oh, this is like a little prequel thing. That's cool. Yeah, I'll play it. And I'm just like, wow, I hate these dudes. And then I get to, the actual Ritual of the Night game. And they're a complete pushover comparatively. Like, I'm glad they aren't nearly that annoying in Ritual of the Night. And no, just in case anybody's wondering, I'm not going to be attempting that jump. I just wanted to sort of throw that life away, essentially. Because I knew that I was not going to get through Skellebones over there without taking damage. Hey! That's not cool or nice. Then just run on through. Do not need to pay attention to any of those. Alright. Now we're almost back to the sub-boss. There we go. Alright. Now let's try this again, where I remember to double jump in the spots that won't get me killed and will single jump in the spots where double jumping will kill me. Nope. Oh. There we go. Not too bad. Just, you know, when you're not panicking or flustered, it's a lot easier. It also helps when you have an actual sub-weapon. There we go. It's just like, why am I not killing you? Okay, so the reason why you dash forward, or the reason why you go forward a single pixel is because they just kind of applied the dash property. Nice. They just kind of applied the dash property to your sword slash, but because there's like a single, or there's a little bit of a delay between when you press the button and your sword strike coming out. It then applies 1 frame of dash. Alright. Whew. Nice. That friggin' 1 frame of dash input. Okay, cool. I'm sure that's much more difficult or stressful with somebody who can't influence their mid-air direction, i.e. everybody who isn't Ultimate Zangetsu. Nice. Got a 1-up. Well, that's more damage than I would have liked to have taken. How the hell am I gonna do this? Because you can't just do that. And this, as much as I'd like it to, doesn't grab. I got it. This might eat up a bunch of my lives trying to do this. And once again, I can't take the shortcut. That would make this go a lot smoother. But I have a theory on a video game. Well, at least, you know, I have infinite one-ups in this section. So the game is forgiving in that regard. Alright. Also, just in general, I don't shame anybody or, like, make fun of people who play on casual. You know, like, the game doesn't punish the player for doing it either, which is very nice. Dang it. The game doesn't punish the player like it doesn't do what old games do and just go, oh, you played on easy or normal? No, replay our game again on super duper ultra difficult mode. Then you get the true ending, and it's just like 2 lines of text added onto the ending. Old games are great. Except for when they weren't. Or I guess aren't. Oh, nice. I saw the axe coming and proceeded to do nothing and just immediately run into it. But this game is understanding and doesn't, you know, shame the player or lock them out of the ending just because, you know, you play on casual, and that's really cool because not everybody has the same skill level. Okay. So what I'm thinking is I wait until... No. How the hell are you supposed... Can you just not get it as Zangetsu? Because that would really suck if you just can't get it as Zangetsu. Well... I guess I'll try once or twice more and then we'll continue on. Oh! Oh, my score! I didn't realize I got enough score for an extra life. Neat. But yeah, like... That's one thing I don't understand a lot. That's one thing I don't understand about a lot of, like, older games. Was, if you're going to shame somebody for playing on an easier difficulty mode that you gave them, like, why lock out the ending and go, haha, you're weak, get stronger, and then you can get the reward. Cause like, it just kind of feels like gatekeeping from the media itself. Which is, you know, funny to me. Like, obviously, I'm advocating for games in general not to do that, but I think it's so funny that, like, the game itself gives you the option, but then it's just like, oh, haha, you used the option that we gave you in our game? Nah, you are a weak little baby. Like, I don't know. Once again, it's a thing you don't really see anymore, because it just kind of doesn't make sense in general. Come on, there we go. Oh, do I have to get launched by specifically the... I don't know. Alright. I don't know. I guess it's just unobtainable as Zangetsu. Or at the very least, if there is a way to get it, I don't know. And you know what? Like I said before, I don't know everything and never claimed to know everything. I mean, hell, y'all have heard me go like, oh, that's interesting, because I just straight up didn't know about some things. Whew. Alright. I will say, it feels very nice to play as Zangetsu. Very much reminds me of Zero from the Mega Man X series. Specifically Mega Man X, I just could never vibe with the way that Mega Man Zero felt. I'm sure if I gave him a good old try on stream or as a Let's Play or just playing it on my own time with somebody there who does know the series well enough and can just go, oh, you're not using, you know, this, that, or the other thing correctly. Here's how you can use it much more effectively. You know. Like, I'm sure if I had something like that, I could get much more into the Mega Man Zero series, but like, I even watch Let's Plays and walkthroughs, and like, I don't know, I just never really vibed that much with them. Then again, I didn't replay them into oblivion to get all S ranks or A ranks or whatever. I would much rather just replay through the Mega Man X games, going for least backtracking routes, you know, 100%ing those games, because those are really fun, challenging, more bite-sized, and, you know, I've played through the series enough to know I don't have to pay attention to the story. Which is another thing that Mega Man Zero did. It was just like, hey, look at this big, epic story. And it's just like, I really could not care less about the exploits of Zero and CL, and I just jumped in the same hole that I died in before. And like the resistance and just... Alright. Let me focus a bit more on gameplay, because it seems like I am kind of steering away from that and subsequently making the same mistakes over and over. Because I'm fine with making mistakes. You know, I'll admit when I screw up. I'll say, hey, you know, I, for example, ran into that axe. But if I keep doing it over and over again, it's just, you know, me not paying attention to what I'm doing. And this very correctable error can be addressed. Ah. Yeah. Alright. Oh no. Oh, no, never mind. I was about to say, oh, holding up on the directional pad makes it so that way you don't. No, you do. You still do. I'm so, like, it's just barely out of reach. And I know it's more than likely made that way on purpose. To sort of, you know, punish the player for being evil and killing your allies. Okay. No! Dang it. Okay. But we have gotten to a new checkpoint, so we won't have to go through all of that again. Dang it. I was about to say, oh, I don't, do the thing when I'm on, or I don't move forward a pixel when I'm on ladders. Let's use that to my advantage. The game said nah. Come on. There we go. Now with a dash and double jump, this section is much less scary. Ah, sweet. We can get zappy hands or whatever. You know, the thing that only works with... Oh, shit. Man. I think... because he flies around all the time, this is the sub-weapon I want to go with. Alright. Haha! Oh! I'm guessing you want to double jump when those happen. Ooh. Okay, okay, okay. Nope. Spam dash, I guess? Nope. Okay. Guys, I really hope I don't, Oh! What am I doing? You just crouch. Sitting there thinking I have to do ultimate Zangetsu stuff. Yeah, there we go. Alright. I am not the brightest sometimes. That's okay. Oh hey, extra life. Oh. Okay, cool. I have all of the weapon energy I need. I am just going up to the boss. Alright. Ooh. I don't know if sub-weapons can double hit, which is why I haven't been trying for it. Hey, nice. Okay. God, that is very bright. I probably should put flashing lights warnings in the description for all these games. So yeah. If you are watching the stream archive, there is a flashing lights warning in the description. If you... I don't know why it's occurred to me during the third playthrough of the game. Stage 6, Tragedy of Slaughter. That's hitting a bit closer to home. Oops. Come on. Ah. Come on. Just because that room made me upset. Yeah. Whatever. I'll go down this way. Or I'll go up this way, rather. Oh. Don't know what I was expecting there. Maybe if I'm not moving, the axe will just go right through me. And yeah, technically it went right through me. Just not in the way I was hoping. They can live for now. Alright. Let's try this again. Oh! The Sacred Sutra. Nice. Thanks for the damage boost. The Sacred Sutra delayed the dude's attack. Interesting. Except, you know, not good, just interesting. I can see situations where the Sacred Sutra, damaging the, or delaying the enemy's attack could be good. Just not in that situation where I was expecting one thing and got another. Alright. But hey, unlike other stages, the checkpoint is right here. So that's nice. Alright. This room we once again will have to do normally, as Zangetsu, as cold as his heart is, cannot actually stop the flowing magma. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Oops. Huh. Interesting. Dang it. I would have felt so cool if I somehow saved that. Ah. It's always where I misjudge where they're going to be, and then the hitbox from the other side pushes me into the pit, is what gets me. But hey, if anybody who sees this game goes, ooh, I want to try it out, but all those deaths down instant pit, or bottomless pits, instant pit, try it now. All you need is a shovel. Down all those bottomless pits look annoying. You can play on casual mode where you have infinite life, or infinite lives. You take one less damage from everything. And you don't get knockback when you don't receive knockback when you get hit. And I very much recommend that people do play this and the rest of the Bloodstained series, as they are all very fun games. I was honestly expecting to get hit there. I'm very glad that I did not. Ooh. Oh, never mind. I didn't see which icon it was, but I was just like, oh no, Sacred Sutra's gone. The boss of this area does not play well with Sacred Sutra. And by that I mean, don't use Sacred Sutra against this boss. It is very, very ineffective. Well, doesn't matter, because I died anyway. I know there's nothing in that room, but it would make me feel better. Ah, come on. Yeah, have your fun. Alright. Alright. God, the attack up is so nice. Ah, you're joking. Ah, well. Now I just need to not get hit by the brother's scissor. Alright. Oh, you're joking me. Cool. Well, it was a good run. We can always replay the stage. Ah. Alright, well, time to start over. Tragedy of Slaughter. Alright. I swear I'll go as quickly as I can without screwing myself over to simple mistakes. Hell yeah. Okay. All right. Getting into serious focus mode. I'm sorry if my commentary goes to crap, but you know, I'm trying to get us back to that point that we were at. Okay. There we go. Look at that, and Zangetsu's hate-filled bloodlust he figured out, oh, yeah, I mean, you don't have to kill everybody. You don't want to be cruel about it. Alright. I forgot the Megabat was still there. Fun fact, just because the enemy is off the screen doesn't mean that it can't come back to haunt you. Well, I slowed down and this was the price that I paid. So let's try not to do that. Alright. not great. Alright. But that's better. No Sacred Sutra. There we go. Well. No! I dropped my dash because I didn't realize I pushed the input to do it. So when I started to move, ooh, that was a very risky strat. Oh no, please don't infinitely spawn them. Please, I beg you. I am not looking to farm them for points. Alright. Here we go. Well, now I want the health, so now I have to stop in here. Alright. Alright, cool. Now we're back to bloodless. We have an extra life and full health. Hey. Let us try this again. Ooh, there we go. Ah. Well, doesn't matter. Gonna get 3 lives anyway. Alright. See how we're doing. Alright. Now we are on stage 7. Defiler of Taboos. Whew. Oh dear God, it's going through here. It's gonna be real fun. Alright. Okay. I'll probably need a double hit, or, you know, a double hit would be nice. Oh, sweet, sweet defense, thank you. Alright. I don't even really care if you can get up there, but it looks like you can't anyway. Alright. I'm not going for that. Alright. And much like the, I don't remember what they call it in, Ritual of the Night, but essentially the long library here. There are multiple there are multiple secret alcoves in the walls, no matter which route you go. Whew. Out of here. Oh, okay. I either double hit that dude, or he's just scripted to only die in one hit? Either way. Dear gods. Do you think that's enough enemies to deal with? Get out of here. Ho! 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 And that is why we like Blood Moon, the double jump ability. Oh, please. Okay, thank you. I was about to say, if there is no health here, I'm going to be very sad. Oh, look! Another portrait mini-boss. I find the portrait sub-bosses... Ooh! That was so close. I find the portrait sub-bosses annoying in this game. But in Ritual of the Night, when you get the portrait, the living portrait as an ally, or as like a summon that you can use, they're so good. Because it's just a whole bunch of living paintings that create essentially a shield around you. That you can just reconstitute at any time with just a small portion of your magic. Oops. Yeah, I knew I was going a bit too slow with my cycles for that one to work. I would have either had to speed up or slow down. Haha. Dang it. Alright. I was about to say, I'll just go down. That was close. Ooh, sorry if I peeked the mic real quick. I shouldn't have, but ever since my earlier days of YouTube, I still worry about that sometimes. Alright. God, wouldn't it be so nice if this room had a checkpoint? Haha! Unfortunately, it does not. Oh, you think you're real scary? Alright. Maybe I can... Maybe I can build up enough points from dying in this one area enough to give myself an extra life. Yeah. Alright. Huh. Whew. Doesn't matter. Made it through. Alright. Alright. Here we go. That's very much not what I wanted. But thanks anyway, game. You always know just what to give me. Now, this might be a bit risky, but screw it. It gets results. Ah, Sacred Sutra. Welcome back, my friend. Oh no, that magic that I very much need right now. And yes, I will take the shortcut again, even though I've been going through the shortcuts that, or the areas rather, that normal Zangetsu can't take. Because, well, yeah, okay. While I like showing as much of the game as I can, I also like not taking up everybody's time. So, if something like me dying to one of those annoying enemies does end up making me have to restart the stage, I would much rather take the shorter path rather than somewhere that I haven't gone just to show it off. I could have spent a bit more time fighting him. Oops. There we go. Alright. And that's another boss fight done. Hey, I did it this time! There we go. 2 lives. 3 lives. Which, hey, I'm very grateful that they top me off after each run, or after each stage, because I could not imagine doing this. Anyway, stage 8, Cleave the Moon. Oops. Oh. You know, I thought that I went down, but apparently not. There we go. Alright. That strat's a bit risky, but if you can get it off, do it. Aw. It's just like, hey, where'd you go? Alright. I'm thinking for Gremory, we're going to want Ball and Chain again. And we can't even think about going that way. So here you go. You see, this is very reminiscent of the original Castlevania's art style and color scheme. Alright. And there's that Sacred Sutra, delaying enemies' attacks again. Alright. Oh, this one. This one I do just have to run. Oops. Maybe not like that. Alright. I don't know why I keep going for the purple lanterns. Cool, whatever, get out of here. Oh, well. Oh nice, I got an extra life. Oh, yeah, because I grabbed the extra life. I am great at paying attention to my own game. So much nicer with Ultimate Zangetsu. These dudes, however, are still a pain to deal with no matter how much Zangetsu gets powered up. Hey, same with the friggin' frogs. Alright. Oh, okay. Well, just as long as I don't die before that point, I think we're golden, because, that 1-up keeps respawning. Alright. But yes, after this I will call it for tonight's stream. Thank you all who have been here and continue to be here, even as I screw up and die. Your continued watching is very much appreciated. Alright. Oh, nice, I killed him. Alright. Nope, have to jump over here. Forget that. Alright. And of course it's after the runs where I say, oh yeah, Ultimate Zangetsu makes that so much easier. Because this game just likes rubbing it in. Well, it was a good run while it lasted. Alright. Cool. Here we go. There's no infinitely spawning one up. Yeah, there's no infinitely spawning one up, but... well, I say that, but there's that one right there. So maybe there is an infinitely spawning one up, and I just need to know what I'm talking about. Alright. There we go. I was about to say, I knew if I spammed crescent moons enough, Gremory would get the hints. Maybe take a bit of unnecessary damage, but whatever. Finally, I will cleave the moon. It's like you said. Ah, nice. Oops. Ah. Okay. Yep, come on. Alright. God, this design's so cool. I was about to say, let me hop over these away. Right. In this one. It's so cruel that they would just go, oh hey, by the way, you have to you have to jump over this one little bit in the middle. Like, if you're paying attention to the sides, you can get it. But if you're not, well, good luck. I mean, hell, I got hit by it. Alright. And now, Zangetsu, with the power of all the souls of the friends that he killed. will cleave the moon. I forgot you had to press the button for that. Alright. And then Zangetsu, with no friends to help him, becomes the ruler of darkness, or something. Alright. The man who wished for nothing other than the power to eradicate demons spent his final days in abject misery. There were none left to pity nor mourn for he whose heart became dominated by darkness. Zangetsu now reigned as the new Dark Emperor. A long, horrible night descended upon the land. Bad end. So yes, by all accounts, murdering your friends in cold blood and trying to stop the Lord of Darkness yourself doesn't turn out too well. I mean, probably turned out very well for Zangetsu if his ultimate goal was just getting power, but no. Ultimately, bad end all around. So like I said, there is one more playthrough of not Castlevania, Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon. And, well, we'll see in the next stream. Of course, I mean, obviously we'll see because it says, hey, you unlocked something. But if you have been paying attention at all, I'm sure you can guess what the final playthrough will entail. Essentially, it is Ultimate Zangetsu, as well as all of your allies, so you can take whatever whatever path you want in each stage, as well as having all of your abilities, just in general. I believe you still have to collect the upgrades in each stage, but other than that, you have everything that you have previously gotten from the other playthroughs at your disposal to once again purge the darkness from this land that I do not remember the name of. I don't think they ever gave it a name. It's just darkness falling across the land. Yes, shout out to Stinty Creates, Artplay 505 Games, Iga, the team over at Way Forward. Ultimate mode has been unlocked. Boss Rush mode has been unlocked. And there you go. So yes, when we play this on Saturday, we will be playing through Ultimate mode and put Bloodstained Curse of the Moon to bed at last. Thank you all for joining me. I know this one was a bit of a longer one. That's why it's a bonus stream. I went into the wrong application. Alright, so thank you all for joining me. This has been Max CVA, also known as Fioka the Leader. Peace.